Hey, welcome to week number 19, How I Plan Portraits of White. I'm Frances Strauss, the producer and creator of the show, and I'm so glad that you're watching these videos. Thank you. I'm actually out here in Colonel Denning near my house, Newville, Pennsylvania. It's such a beautiful spot. It's one of our best kept secrets. I came out here to clear my head and just gather my thoughts. This will be year number 8. I've learned a ton about the music business, about marketing, about finding sponsors, juggling what's reality and what can be, pursuing your dream and yet using wisdom and hard work. This week's question made me dig deep. In fact, I got out my business plan and my projection in 2014 when I first started the show. The question was, do you make enough to pay yourself from Portraits of White? Artistically, Portraits of White has hit the mark. In fact, in my business plan, I wrote what my goals were. Offer hope and healing to people over the holidays, check. Create a high-touch experience from the parking lot to the exit doors, full of kindness, hospitality, security. Capture and engage everyone who comes using music and story. Build momentum to create this experience every year. Potential future income by building a brand for the Christmas show. I'll get to that. Fill the Rose Lerman Arts Center. That was the first venue where we had the first show, 404 seats. We sold out. Check. Build a team of professionals and volunteers. Check. Take this idea to other cities. Not yet. So artistically, yeah, I met my goal. Financially, we're still working on that. Follow every rainbow till you find your dream. It's a good way to sum it up. The rainbows are so pretty and you reach out to grab them and then it's like you can't quite get them. You can see them and you try to follow them to the end of the rainbow and you can never find the end because it moves on you. Financially, that's what Portraits of White feels like to me. The first few years, I paid for the show out of the other gigs that I did and recordings that I sold. And I felt like I worked all year long and payday came in December and I didn't get paid. But I was the boss. So, you sacrifice to make things happen. And that's what I did the first few years. And then I had a musician friend who said, you ought to get sponsors. And I said, I don't know how to do that. I'm afraid to do that. He said, I'll get some for you. And so bless his heart, he did. He went around to businesses and he started telling them about the show. And he gave me the courage to do that myself. So I started going out to businesses. And then I met someone who filled out my survey that I send out every year after the show. And I asked on there, would you consider sponsoring the show next year? And this guy said yes on his survey. So I called him. His name is Michael Smith from Thrivent Financial Group. And he had been to all the shows and he'd been watching. And when I called him, I said, I see you're willing to sponsor the show and I see you're a wealth advisor. Could I talk to you about Portraits of White and how to keep it going? And he said, sure, I'd love to. And that started a connection. He helped me put together a team of people. In the end, I've found that it seems to be most productive when I do the contacting and reaching out because it's all based on relationships. It's a very relational kind of thing. And people have risen to the occasion and helped support Portraits of White. If one year I could sell enough tickets to cover the whole cost of the show, that would feel like another accomplishment to me, another mountain that I've climbed. So far, tickets don't cover the cost of the show. So I've been able to get sponsors and help to supplement that. And I also do it with performances all year long. So every time you book me to come to an event or you buy CDs, you buy tickets, you're helping toward my overall musical journey and career. And I thank you for that. People have supported through the virtual tip jar on Hit Pause. They've been supporting it through coming to my musical notes and floats concerts that I've been doing in my studio. And this is a great time to give another shout out to Martin's Potato Rolls and to Michael Smith from Thrivent, who has helped me figure out this whole financial picture of Portraits of White and how to keep it going. So back to the question, do I get paid from Portraits of White? So maybe this will be the year that I'll get a paycheck from the Portraits of White lady. Who knows, maybe this will be the year that I'll get paid to do Portraits of White.
Remember, when you buy a ticket to this show, you're helping an artist who is trying hard to take her music and ministry out to the world all year long.
There's such a variety of music in this concert. Everything from pop classical to really sensitive ballads.
Does that answer your question?
Portraits of light.